Chat. Let's break. How do I do this? I want just the chat. Oh, whoops. Wait a second. I want chat overlay. No, I don't want to do that. I want chat. Okay, I maybe I had to mute that. Okay. Let's view on YouTube. I'm muted? I'm not. Let's not mute. Okay. Let's view on YouTube. I'm muted? I'm not. Let's not mute. Okay. Let's view on YouTube. I'm muted? I'm not. Let's not mute. Okay. Let's view on YouTube. I'm muted? I'm not. Let's not mute. Okay. Let's view on YouTube. I'm muted? I'm not. Let's not mute. Okay. Let's view on YouTube. I'm muted? I'm not. Let's not mute. All right, come here. All right, come on. Okay, there we go. Such an ordeal for me to get these things started. Wonka, Davey, appreciate you guys. No sound. Oh shit, there should be some now. Wonks, I was muted. Yeah, I forget to mute the thing. The mute on this mic is on the back end of it. So most of my live streams start with me babbling to myself. Oh, let's see here. We got. Oh, Bing officials. Bing X official. Oh, some Bing X wants. Well, they've reached out to me a few times. I don't. It's not that I have a problem with them. It's that they're going to end up. We'll get to that in a sec. Live stream. Wait, no. Submit charts. Here we go. All right, guys. We'll give it a minute or two. We'll get started here. Well, the usual, right? We'll give it like 3-4 minutes. Let people pile in here. I'm gonna. Oh, let's see. We had a plan. We're gonna modify it just a little bit here. Hey, Scott Hubbard. I always like it when people say hi, howdy, right? So many people just log in and they shh, quiet. Yo, Sam. Oh, does that say Yo, Sam? That's it kind of reads that way. Yo, Sam. I think it's Yosam, but I like it. That's that's probably his real name. All right, let's see how we doing here. God, what a snooze fest in the markets is. Apparently, the entire financial community is just going to sit and wait for NVIDIA. Oh, I got to. No, well, here we'll get to. I won't start too soon. Got a good lineup here. Okay, I got to mute again. Hang on. That's the obligatory allergy clear. All right, where's the market? So NQ 154. I think we can probably all agree if NVIDIA meets the expectations, and the expectations are outrageous. If they give if they meet and give positive forecast, holy shit, we are going to explode. Now that said, if they miss or if their forecasts are not as extreme as everybody's anticipating. Ooh, look out below. I think last I saw based on the implied volatility, 30 point move, or I mean they're expecting a huge move. Where is NVIDIA? 7. 670. $30 either way, easily. Well, shit, it's done 23 already today, right? And it's down, which makes me think it's going to be bullish. All right, well, how we doing? 12:34. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to start pretty soon. How we doing? Good. Oh shit, my mic back on? Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right, disclaim. Let's one more little. Okay, there we go. What a bull runner, Nvidia. I know. It's just. Did you see? They've overtaken Amazon in terms of market cap. Just insane. Just absolutely insane. But wow. I mean, it's easy to look at Nvidia and think, oh, you missed the run. Well, you did miss a lot of it. But then you think about who are the beneficiaries, right? Who's going to benefit from this? You spread that out a little bit. All right, should we get going? Yeah, let's give it another couple of secs here. How many we got on? I usually wait till we get 20 people. Oh shit, my camera's going the wrong way. That's the one thing about this camera. Oh shit, now I don't know what it's going to show. If I move, it follows me. Let's see, I thought, let's get up. Oh, there we go. Okay. If I move around, I thought, oh, I'll get a camera with AI in it, which is not actually turned out to be a good idea, because if I move around, it follows me around the room. So, right, can't forget to use the restroom before you start, or it will follow you right in there. All right, guys, so I'm starting here. I'm on Twitter. Now, we had great intentions here to kind of bring in our Twitter following here, because we're now streaming on Twitter, and we're surprised. I mean, we get 400 or 500 views, right? It's kind of surprising, but I mean, glad to see it, right? It's great to see. So we thought, oh, well, let's do a poll here on Twitter, and we'll ask people. I want to hear that. Glad to see it, right? It's great. Oh, that was unmute. Okay. So now, can you guys hear me all right? Because that was just something weird was just happening there. I think you should be able to hear me, right? Mic's on. Okay, we're good. Anyway, so the point was, let's poll the Twitter followers and see what they've been investing in. Well, two things happened. One, I think 90% of the replies we got were all assets that the U.S. residents cannot trade. So okay, that doesn't mean we don't want to look at them, right? We don't want to ignore our Twitter followers who are posting for that. We appreciate you posting. So what I thought I'd do is kind of reorg it. I may even do this. We may even do another one tomorrow, or I'll get something together tomorrow, because Friday I'm doing something different. I'm bringing in a guest host, not a TA session, but he reached out to me early in the week. I like his product so much. You guys are probably familiar with this type of thing. So he's going to sit in with me on Friday and show you what he's doing with his product. So that'll just mix it up. You know, God, I've been doing Bitcoin Fridays for 5 years. That's a lot of Bitcoin Fridays. So just to mix that up a little bit, I've gotten to the point where I prefer the live streams. I'd almost rather just do live stream constantly rather than do what I do on Fridays, which is essentially I talk to myself. Okay, right. So just so you guys know, I apologize to those of you that posted. Right, it looks like a few of our members did. I appreciate you guys posting. I won't leave those hanging. One way or another, I'll get to those, but I don't think we're going to do it today. The other thing with today, I'm so pleasantly surprised. Members came through in a big way. Usually I have to nudge them a little bit to get, maybe 10 charts posted. Well, boy, I didn't even have to nudge today. They just blasted me with all sorts of content. So we've got a lot to get through in the next 2 hours. So all that said, I guess I'll close that here. Okay, so first up, now see, this is where I go. You guys don't need me on here, right? Let's get me off of here. It's partly one, I always say, why do we need to see the person, right? You're just taking up screen real estate. Secondly, I have to mute so often because of the allergies I suffer with here in Austin that you don't want to see that. So I'm gonna kill myself off of there. Okay, here we go. Now this is actually kind of, I get to relax a little bit when that's happening. I can move around a little bit more. So I hope you don't mind that. Okay, so this, I was absolutely thrilled to see this. This always shocks me. One of the most shocking things, you should be, if I have time at the end, remind me, I will look at Intel. Now I just lost my train of thought. What the hell was I saying? Oh, I know what I was saying. It always, it really surprises me we don't have more FX traders in here, right? Because I always assume that part of the attraction to crypto is that you can trade in increments of dollars or whatever your currency is. That's not so substantial, right? So if you want to put less than a few thousand into a trade, which you might do in the equities market, you can do it. Well, so the same thing with FX, right? You can trade incremental. You don't have to put $10,000 into a trade. You can trade with a 5 or a 10K account. It always shocks me that we don't get more FX posts here, but that has just been the way it's gone over the last 5 years. So I was thrilled to see, this is Never Give Back. He posted this the tail end of last week. Switch to the euro here. Now, I will just, if you're not aware, if you haven't really looked at it, probably of all the markets that are most Elliott friendly would be FX. Now, there's just like any market, there are idiosyncrasies and peculiar and just things that you experience in FX that you don't experience in other markets, like widening the spreads. Often you'll get stopped out if your stop is too close and you go, "Wait, never traded there." Well, they'll. If you haven't been through that experience, right, you'll realize that spreads get widened if you leave things overnight. But for long-term trading, where you don't have to trade huge size, boy, it's so good, right, on 4 hours and above. So I would encourage you guys that if you're not looking at FX, take a peek, right? So now this is a tricky one. This is oh shit, I gotta mute again. Hang on. Never Give Back. Now, he gave this to me on a 4 hour, right? So what he was, let's see. So what he gave me was this, right? He just gave me this, which is all fine and well, right? And your work, Never Give Back, is spot on, right? I mean, this is let's raise that up a little bit, right? It's hard to miss that one, right? I mean, that, hard to miss, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So, and the subdivisions there, even, I'm actually off here. This looks like we get a little triangle here, so it makes you think A, B, C, right? So this could be a W, X, Y, but just sometimes with the market, you just have to go with what's implied, right? So that, we can see there's an impulse here. How are we getting out of this? It looks like you could do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you can get that done there. But as I'm going to assume Never Give Back, right, recognizes this. We can't isolate the last impulse and say, oh, it's a 1-2. Now it may be a 1-2, right? Look, it may be a 1-2, right? That should shock zero people. If I get that right on that pivot, which are right there. All right, so we come right to the 65, and look what happens. Surprise, surprise. Look what happened at the 50. Right? I guess sometimes I feel like, oh, come on, man. We've been over that, right? I feel like, really, we're going to talk about the measured move again? Well, should we not? Bang, bang. Should we not talk about that because you're tired of hearing about it? I'm going to assume not. But my broader point was, okay, I got an impulse here, but I can't have an impulse floating out in space. I got to connect it somehow. I got to give it context. So where are we? Oh, somebody, who's that? Oh, I'll get back to them. Okay, where are we, right? I got an impulse here to finish, but okay, I got to put that. I can't be floating out in space. I got to connect it somehow. Okay, all right. So we come all the way back here to 2018. So the first question you ask yourself is, well, can I connect it? Okay, well, let's. I'm not doing a detailed analysis here. Oh. It looks like we can get away with that, right? So it looks like something like that has just gone down here. We've got a big ripping, as I said, right? Don't if you like Elliott Wave, don't ignore FX, right? Oh, let's go up to intermediate here. Okay, so 1, 2. All right, let's just double check, right? So let's just always measure twice, cut once, as they say. Let's come out of log scale. We don't need to be in log here. Second most common, right, on the 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Well, why? You don't need an advanced degree here, right? So there's your 1, 2. There's the pop of the 3, right? So then we change that, and we get this 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, are we done? Well, certainly we could be, right? I've got a completed 5th here, so could that be the 5th that's in? Let's change that color so we don't get lost here, all right? Oh fuck, come here. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's completed impulse. Well, so the premise being, okay, if I'm not done here, well, 1, 2, why not, right? Why nothing says I have to be done here. I mean, this is kind of funky here, but it's a pretty good one. I'm on a daily 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get a nice leading diag 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right into a 3. A, B, C. Well, this is where it gets a little tricky, right? So what do we got here? So you got to look at this here, and so you guys, I hope you guys understand, right? I go through it this way, so just trying to go through the same thought process that you go through. I mean, that's the whole reason we do this, because I could spend the morning just taking all the counts that have been posted here and just work with them, get my guys together, and we give you a finished product. That I think that's a disservice, right? I don't think you learn that way, and the whole point here is to learn, right? Now, it's not that my process is the process, right? But if you're it's a process here, and it's going to give you some insight into our methodology, right? Since I put this together. So that's why we do it this way, right? So we say, okay, post a chart. You don't have to put any TA on it. But if you do, then we kind of go through the process here. And I try to replicate, because I've been doing this for so long. I know the process you're going to go through. Okay, well, let's see. How can I work? Oh, okay, 3, 4. How can you? Right? I know the process you're going to go through because I've been doing it for a long time. So I can relate to the trader that's looking to improve, right? So they're trying to refine their technique, which is very much what we're trying to work on here. Most people, are clued into, okay, 5s and 3s, right? That's Elliott's genius. Okay, but then it gets a little trickier, right? Once we get into a count like this, okay, well, are we done, right? So that's the question here. Is this 3, 4, 5? Am I done? Well, you got a very low risk if you're still bullish for whatever reason, right? It almost wouldn't matter. What do we got here? What's the news here? Oh, that's someone asking for a suggestion here. Well, okay, we could be done, right? So do you want to take risk here? Well, look at how low the risk is, right? And this is, I made a big point of this last week on Friday's video, right? I mean, is that too much risk for you? Now, because this is FX, you might have to give that a little more so you don't get exactly what I was just describing, that you don't hold this overnight, you go into a weekend or something and they widen the spread to take you out, which they will do. So here, you got to give that a little more room, which also means you're probably going to trade a little bit less size to accommodate the chicanery, if you will, that goes on in the FX markets, right? Because you do have market makers in there, and they will take advantage if your stop is too tight. So you can't do that. You cannot do. I guarantee you'll be stopped out, right? You got to give it a little breathing room, which was going to force you to say, "Oh, I'm going to trade the size a little bit smaller, right?" Rather than go balls deep here, and then if you want to add, well, let's see if I get a reaction. Oh, do it? Right? I got opportunities here to add along the way. If this is going to be 1, 2, and 5 is going to be further up. Damn it, hang on. All right, throat clear. Okay, so why would you not take that trade? All right, when I say that, it's a bit rhetorical, but I'm also I'm challenging you. Why would you not take it? Oh, well, I thought the top was in and this was going to be 1, 2, and 3 was coming. Okay, so you don't take the trade. But technically, is there some reason to not take that trade? Not really. I mean, I'd take that 100 out of 100 times. Again, why would you not take it? Oh, the risk just, right? Or it's not going to be that. You just don't see it, or it's just a matter of the capital allocation, right? Oh, I want to put my money somewhere else. Okay, well, that's a very valid reason. And maybe, right, this is starting to push a little on that. Well, you can see what's happening there. Oh, I'm still on a daily. All right, we're pushing a little bit here on the 618 here, assuming I'm right on that. Well, you're starting to get a little bit of a, well, you've got a closed candle below the 65, right? So now again, with the FX, you got to give it a little bit more room because certainly you can see the potential for this to be a liquidity grab right here, right? You can see it, right? Like, oh, maybe they'll, right? And they're, of all the markets, right? That's where you'll find that happening very, very consistently. So we come back to that, so that's one potential here for never give back, and I think that's what he was leaning towards, right? Although he only gave me that, this section of it. Put the whole thing together. Well, this is the section here that's challenging, right? So is it because you could there's a nice let's do it this way. There's a nice impulse here that you could make a case for finishing right here, right? You could put a 5 right here and say, oh, look at this perfect impulse I've got, right? I can get that out of there. Oh, how nice. Well, there's no obligation for the market to finish there, and so you're looking here. You're going, is this just an expanded B? Right? Do I have an expanded B wave here into a flat? And now I'm going, well, that's reasonable, right? So that's why I put that question mark there. Is it A, B, C? Is that the cleanest thing ever, right? It's a little. This is sharp and very fast. This is taking a little bit, certainly more time. That's the wild card. But if this was the 5 here, and you're thinking, oh, 1, 2, well, how far is it, right? Is it even in the realm of, oh, okay, well, that's probably at a 38. It's not like we don't see a 2. So this could be 1, 2, and this could be 1, 2. So there's a couple of different ways this could go here, right? The market needs to give you a little bit more information. Now, of course, the other possibility, as we just looked at, is that the top is in here, and this is going to go 1, 2, right? We're going to do 1, 2, 3, right? We're going to break here 4, 5, and that's going to be the A, B, C, right? Before we start coming, because remember, if we've completed an impulse up here, right? Here, let's get all this out of here. If we complete it up here, and we're coming down, if we've completed, well, again, right, no obligation for the market to do this, but where would you anticipate it coming? Right in that pocket right there. Perfectly good looking impulse here if it finishes right here, and you've got all the ingredients for it to finish here. That might be why you don't take that trade. But very low risk way to put a toe in just in case there's another kick here. So thanks for that one. Never give back. I like your handle, right? So if nothing else, if that keeps you focused on not giving back profits, right? And I like your handle. So I can't give you an easy answer here, other than there's a very low risk trade there that you could take, even though it's drooping past the 65, right? That might be the reason to pause. You could go 707, same kind of thinking. Maybe we'll just give it a little bit more room and see if it starts to turn over, but you don't want to go big there because you've already had, it's pushing the 65. So I'd be cautious there. Oh, what do I have underneath? Well, clearly the 3. Oh, actually, I think I'd want to change that. If I don't have it already, excuse me, to a 10 and a 70. Old trick I was taught years ago, right? When it's too choppy down here. Okay, 3. Well, okay. Duh, right? Okay, so there's the 3. All right, so pretty good divergence here in terms of what we're seeing here with momentum, right? I got new price highs here, but the momentum's not tracking. Well, the one thing I can say with absolute certainty that I wouldn't even consider, right? The only question here is to buy or not to buy. What is absolutely not on the table, from my perspective, right? As my style of trading, I sure as hell would not sell that. That's the one thing I wouldn't even think about. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying that the market couldn't just free fall here. That's never what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Right. I mean, if they're going to take it a little further, you can see the liquidity sweep just waiting to be had there. So you're going to sell into that? Well, you're making yourself very vulnerable to this. Why would you do that? Right? That's just stupid. Sorry, I'm just going to tell you that's just a stupid thing to do. Win or lose. If that trade wins or lose, doesn't matter. That's still a stupid trade. There's no reason to do it. Right? Why? Right? You're stupid. And if you have a successful trade, you've heard me say this many, many times, that's the worst possible outcome because then you'll do it again and again and again, and eventually you're going to end up out of money. Okay, so thanks for the FX there, never give back. But I got so many today. Let me keep moving. Okay, so this one, Oh, I didn't really get started. What do I got over here? Well, that's the one that I used to get there. Okay, let me split this here since I've got. That was one I was going to come back to. Let's split that again. Oh, those are the two you guys were asking for. So, oh shit, I guess I'll just do it here. Okay, Hbar. Oh, where we got crypto? Did you give me any? Well, let's go here. All right, so the U.S. guys can look at it. Hang on. Now we've looked at this a few times, right? So okay, well here. Oh, let's just get that dialed up. We're right on that, right? So to and through. Seems like this is pretty. Oh, all right. Can we do it this way? No, we can't do it that way. So let's do it this way. So that's more bullish, right? Because there's a leading diag. I wouldn't. Well, I said shit here. I'm going too fast. Let's get this done here. So there's 1, 2. Now, could it be 3? Well, this all looks self-contained, right? So I would not be thinking that way. Oh, come here. Oh fuck, come here. Right. So this I want this all self-contained. It's too far. So this strikes me as another 1, 2. Right. So we're at that degree. 1, 2, 1, 2. And part of that, obviously, right? Elliott is showing here, right? That. So 1, 2, 3. Right? So if this is a completed impulse, we don't want that overlap. So let's get you down here. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? And then given where it ends up, and knowing that okay, well, if I'm going to get a true bull run out of this, I need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So seems pretty straightforward. So let's get that appropriately labeled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at that degree. We'll go to micro. All right, 1, 2. Right. So what would we have here? Hopefully you guys recognize there's a process, right? Okay, where are we? We're between the 50 and the golden zone. Okay, well that means I throw out some median lines on that and see how that looks. Well, the 80%'s already burned, right? So here we've gone right through it. Got first target. As Andrews wrote in his work, right? If we're not going to pause at the median line, we're going to go. The market's going to decide which one of the parallels it's going to go to. Obviously, we're going higher here, so we just do this. Shit, there's my dogs going off. Hoping you can't hear that. All right, so here we go. 3 up here. And see if we get some overlap. So if this is 1, 2. It's pretty good rip here if we're going to get 2618 here. So we're likely going to be going 3618 plus, which is mighty bullish for Hbar. Hang on. God damn it. There we go. So is there a trade here? How would you if you're not in it, right? If you didn't take advantage down here, or I think that's where we were kind of emphasizing that there might be an opportunity here. I don't remember exactly because I know we did this on a couple of live streams. I did it on a Friday as well. Algo's paid here. All right, we can see that. Getting him out of here. So now if this is 1, 2, that would likely be the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't look like we're done. Certainly looks like there's more potential there. Looks very good for a 4 going in ABC if we're just gonna eyeball it, right? Something like this. We've got all of this imbalance here, right? So imbalances along the way. Oh shit, do I have one up here? Yeah, there we go. That's fair value gaps, right? That are still available down here. So all of this, right? So if the algo, right, if the contemporary teachings, right? If the algo is coming down to fill in these imbalances here, there's potential for this to come down a little further, certainly, right? But that might be what you'd look for. So, oh shit. I'd probably do it this way. 4 in here. Something like that. Now, given all of this here and the tendency for the market to want to seek out those and rebalance those imbalances, I'd absolutely want to see a reaction here that was significant. Rather than, okay, it's falling, let's just pick the 38 or whatever you might choose there. I'd want to see a good reaction there. And this is me, right? 50 is about as far as I want to see that go, and I want to see a reaction come off of that. Okay, you're filling out this imbalance. Give me the kick, because then I can see. It's always about money management. Then I can take the risk without. Now here, if I just put the 4 here and say, okay, we're good. So, okay, where's my stop? Here, right? There's not a. That's the last retrace right here. This is the last pullback actually. Right, if we look, we get a pullback here. This is all straight up, right? There is no pullback in here, right? Because these are all these lows are protected. Oh, you make a case here. You got a little one there, but this needs to get tested down here. This is, well, think of it this way. It's an unmitigated zone. Oh, come here. Oh, come here. Right there. Come down that far, right? And then it's likely not a 4 anymore. Excuse me. 1, 2. So we don't want to see it come down here yet, right? Now that can come back here and fill that in after the 5 goes in. For 1, 2, give me the 5. Okay, you want to retrace deeper. Okay, well let's just, all right, see, put the thought process together. Okay, maybe we get a, who knows what we get there, but okay, we come down here now. I go to a wave 2. Right now in here, well, look where that sits now. Now I don't have this, right? So, but just kind of eyeballing that, going, oh, if it's 3, if we get it here, look where I am, right at the golden zone. So I just kind of map that out, and I think, okay, well, all right, if I come down here, show me the reaction. I want the first retrace, so my stop can be right here. So if I get stopped out, right, it's not a day wrecker, and I can go 3, 4, 5. Now this is still sitting down here, right? Market's going to want to at some point, right, deal with that. So this is I mean, you might get it sooner. Right? Nothing says that the low can't be in. God damn it. It's gone out of 60. That's a good looking B, right? And you can see the liquidity sweeps that happened here. Right? So all clear evidence, right, that the algo is playing ball here, right? Okay. Oh. Breakout traders. Sorry about it. 1, 2, maybe 3. No, 1, 2. It looks more like that 3, 4. It looks like there's just a little bit more to come here, as we're drooping down lower. You don't know, right? But do you want to buy that, right? So you can look at it and say, okay, what'd they do here? Swept the low, swept the high. You want to buy? I mean, could you buy it? Yeah, very low risk, but you can't give it. You got to be tight on that. Right? The assumption would be, come here. The assumption would be that this sweep of the low is all they needed, right? They got all the liquidity here. Now, do we have anything here? We don't. So you'd be looking over here. I wouldn't risk more than that. Why, right? If it does it, okay, again, not a day wrecker. Now I'm going to reevaluate down here, but I'm going to look for that reaction. See, otherwise, again, if you buy it here, if you buy it here, where's your stop? Here? Here, you're under 3 to 1. I mean, that's a judgment call. I wouldn't do it that way, right? Why? Right? Yeah, I'm not worried about it. FOMO kills more traders than anything else, right? I'm not worried about missing it. Okay, well, if I get a little kick here, there will be a retrace. See, that's what happens when this is doing this. Oh, shit, I missed it. Oh, my God, damn it. Fuck. So that's off to the moon. I'll never get a chance to buy it again. Really? Always comes. Right? Always comes, right? Because the temptation for those that caught it is too much, right? So it's a little weakness, then stops get hit, right? Profit taken. The weak hands bail. It's retrace, right? Inevitable. Hang on, I got to mute that thing. Forget to mute my other machine. Okay, let's keep moving there. So that's, how do I say that? Robang? Roba-Eng. Got that, right? But nice, right? I'd keep that on top of my watch list, watching, right? It's got great potential and real legs because we're, right, if this is 1, 2, we got a long way to go. So I'd keep that on my hot list, right? If you want, I don't know how you organize it, but I do it in A, B's, and C's, right? Who do I really, my A list is hot list. Okay, all right. So finally, I got a chart from you guys here. Oh, no, I take that back because Never Give Back gave us a chart too. This is Mojaka. What do we got here? This is Mojaka giving me, let's take a look here. What are we looking at? VanEck Semiconductor. Okay, this ought to be interesting today. Oh, how pretty. I know we've looked at this before because this is when he posts regularly. So the semiconductor ETF, right? Now, is anybody surprised by this? Right? Well, that looks fourish, right? So you're likely going to pull. What am I on a daily? We're not in log scale. You're gonna have to pull a 1-2 out of this because that's classic 4. Unless you're gonna go 1. Oh shit, 1-2 gets a little skinny up there, right? But so this is actually a pretty good example here of where there are times where, you know, the market, Elliott's not perfect, right? You can't expect it to be. You're not always going to get this, right? You're just not, the market's not going to cooperate like that always, right? So you can say, well, I could wait until I see that because you will see it, a la right here, right? You're going to see it. But is there any question about what's implied here? Okay, is there a perfect little impulse there? No, there's not. So things that you want to do, just if you wait for perfect, it's a long wait. Let's get wave 4 here, right? So highest probability location, right? Oh, whoops, sorry. There we go. Between the 23 and the 38, we go right to the 38, right now, and then we kick. Okay, are you really saying, oh well, that 3 wasn't clean enough here, so I'm not taking that? You know, I mean, that's not an unreasonable position to take, just out of curiosity here. Just trying to make the case here of what, actually, I think you'd have to do it here to go A, B, C, because that's a straight shot down. Let's get you out of there for the time being. There's 3, so 1, 2, you're going to go 200% of 1. That's what you got here. Well, it's not uncommon for a third. It's a little heavy for the third. 1, 2, 3, 4. This looks like, what are you going to do there? You might even actually pull it over here and go A, B, C, W, X, A, B, C, Y. But we know this is right at the 38 and then coming off of that. I mean, look how drop dead. Like, again, I like counts that, oh, maybe 5 is too young. That a 13-year-old could look at that and go, okay, so let me see how this works. Okay, so I'm looking for 5s and 3s. Okay, well, sure looks, oh, look, and then I'm looking for 5s within 5s. Oh, look at, right, this is, when people say, oh, that Elliott Wave shit from the 30s, oh, that markets don't do that anymore. Come on, man, it's all algo-driven. They're not paying attention to Elliott Wave. Well, Elliott Wave is crowd dynamics, right? It's crowd psychology over the life cycle of an asset. Greed, fear, right? That's all it ever is. That's all it ever was. That's all it's ever going to be, is the representation of crowd dynamics over the asset price. Greed. We are in full-blown greed mode here. Where's the fear? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. We're coming back a little bit. What causes the retrace? Fear. All right, let's go to a 2 and see what we got here. All right, so are we done? Sure looks like we could be. Okay, well, again, never a bad idea, right? Never a mistake to measure. Okay. I know this Elliott Wave shit is, for your grandfather, but what's the highest probability location for a Wave 3? Just like the highest probability location for a Wave 4? Again, I can't make this shit up. You've heard me talk about that for 5 years. Oh, well, if it's a 4, look for the 23 and 38. Oh, if you're going to get the third, we'll look for it in the 1. I mean, that's hello. Oh, and, it's all ICT, right? Is all I ever want to see now. Now, ICT has made great contributions, but not to the exclusion of Elliott, right? The ultimate, right? I spent damn near 6 months putting a course together. It's almost done. It's almost done. Shows you how to combine the two. Right? It's more effective. Combine the two. So, right, for the ICT heads out there, don't worry, I'm not leaving you out. And for the Elliott heads, right, you got something new to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, are we done? Why would you assume we are? I got a perfect impulse here that's giving me 1, 2, 3, right? Why would you assume we're done? Right? Now, I'm not saying we're not done, right? There's no certainty in the market, but in terms of, as a trader, with all we've got is probabilities, why would you assume that this is done? Looks like I got a beautiful. Right now, we could get more complexity here. That could get more complex. Could 5, 3, 5. We might get that. You don't know. Right now, it just looks like I got an ABC going. As he's teed it up here nicely. It's good work. Oh, did you pull it from the wrong? Here, I'm going to re-pull that. Who gave this to me? Mochaka. Here, I'm going to pull it from the 2, just so we cover all our bases there. Okay. Right, so I'm pulling from this 2 since I've got a completed impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where am I looking for that? Oh. You don't think it might come to the median line, do you? Again, I mean, there's no certainty in the market, but why would you assume something else? No reason. Hang on. Seems pretty logical, right? So VanEck Semiconductor, any weakness if we get weakness today for what for the NVIDIA numbers, if you get somewhere in this range here, oh yes, I'd be looking there. You got a good target up there, right? That look well. All right, when in doubt, right? Let's measure it. Get something like this. I wouldn't give that a lot beyond that, right? Why, right? If it's going to go here, I'll just reevaluate down here. I would not, right? So I'm very mindful of how much risk I'm putting into something, no matter how much I like it. Often the one that you fall in love with is the one you're oh, fuck. I know this thing's going higher. Right, careful, all right? It's always better to take the jab than the knockout punch. Take the jab. It's just human nature, right? Oh, fuck. I don't want to be wrong. God damn it. I'm going to lose some money. Shit. Right, and that's that thinking right there is right. That's now you're in trouble, right? And I promise you, right? As soon as you do that, it'll get worse. It'll get right. Moving the stop, probably the number one cause of all losses in the market. Oh shit, or not using a stop. Well, I'll just keep an eye on it. If you ever say to yourself, "I'll just keep an eye on it," expect that. All right, good one. Mochaka, right into NVIDIA earnings, right? So any weakness here? So really, right? If you're thinking about the NVIDIA earnings, you want it to be weak, right? So this can set this up, but because if it's weak today, do you think it's going to be weak for the next 2-3 years? Probably not. Okay, cryptos. Ray, is that a new? I think that's a new. I think he's new. I don't recognize that handle. I'd remember it because my son's name is Ray. Okay, cryptos. Ray, what are we looking at? We are looking at ETH. So shit, I had this. Let's see. I think this is the most difficult Elliott count on the board. I really do. It's now as we sit here going, okay, whoa, wow, what sure looks like an impulse, right? But this is if you're an Elliott junkie, like so many of guys on my team are, right? Because they're expert, right? So you look here and you go, how the fuck am I getting an impulse into that? And you swept this load over here, so you can't put the 2 here. It's got to be 1, 2, right? So I'm talking too fast here. It's got to be 1, 2, because you can't go 1, 2 here, right? Because it swept that low. right? Of all the Elliott rules, that's the one you can never break, right? 2 can't go below the start of 1, right? So, I mean, at no time can you ever Elliott shuffle around that. So you got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a push, right? It's a little bit of an Elliott shuffle to make that fly, but then look what comes off of it. All right, so if you didn't get this, I can understand why, right? This is very much one of my senseis, PK. You guys know him as a true Elliott master. And this is him coming up with this count, right? Because I threw my hands up on this. I think it was in a live stream last week. I was like, fuck, I don't know what we've got there. 1, 2, well, ripping impulse. Now you will note, right, a few things just to note, right? I draw your attention to this just to reinforce it, so you don't forget about it, right? A lot of times it's half my job. 80% odds from here. That's corner pocket. It's not golden. That's right at that 50, as long as that holds, right? I mean, that's Alan Andrews. He was writing this in the 1960s. In the 1960s, he said, well, if we get a good pivot here and we put the median, that's 65 years ago. And look at that. Retrace. Back to it, right? It's a magnet, right? Algos use it, right? It's a magnet for them. Okay, so right there you go. So when you get a corner pocket, stay with it. Don't get out here. Even, boy, what a very difficult count, right? But you've got that 80% odds at your back. And this is what a lot of people do. They go, oh shit, I made some money. I better get out, right? And you left all of that on the table. And then what happens is once you get out, and again, if I hadn't lived these things, I couldn't speak to them. Because I know we've all done this, right? Once you get out, it's so much harder to get back in. Now you feel like you're chasing it. Oh, well, okay. And then you rationalize, go, well, all right, I made a little money here. What a brutal count in here. I have no confidence in that count. It looks to me like it's a 4. Like I want to call this whole thing a 4, but it doesn't quite. You can't quite get it to work. Okay, well, all right. If we're gonna have to live with that again, is this just the market implying it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, it's a little skinny, but okay, 1, 2. Well, I can get the rest of that done. I can get a little leading diag here. ABC 1, 2. Whoa, what a kick in 3 I've gotten there. All right, so obviously, right, very, 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 very impulsive price action. Oh, what do I got here? Here's Sonar, right? So here's my fair value gaps, imbalances left along the way. So the point of that is, market doesn't like to leave those behind, right? So you can see this one got tapped in here. So these are completely just naked down here, right? It's like how I think of them, right? Naked imbalance. So I get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. 1, 2, kick in 3, 4. Am I done? Well, you're wrapping around the median line. You certainly could be, but that's not. What are you done with? What have you completed there? Let's go up a degree, right? My guess is that would be a 3, right? What? Right? Any doubt about using the Elliott oscillator? How we're going to identify that? 1. That's a deep 2. 1, 1, 2, big 3. Right? Do you see how that works with? I could probably take this back to the usual. Right? It's just what you want. Right, so you want to see the 3, 4, 5, and then this is the 4, right? Going in now, are we going to have divergence here? And then that could roll over again. One of the nice things about Sonar Labs, right? So which, well, I mean, not to be a huckster, but right. So if you're interested in their product, right, this in our link tree below. Right, they give you a nice little volume profile here from the, if you see it here. So what they're doing is the strong low, weak high, right? They give you a volume profile of that. So where are we sitting? Right at the POC. All right, so 1, 2, 3. If it's going to be a 4, okay, great. Let's hope it's a 4, right? Where do I want that 4? Right here. And then note here, this is unmitigated price action right here, right? We haven't, is that the wrong way to call it? Well, maybe you can do it this way. Right, so this little retrace here has not been tapped, right? So if we come back to it, oh, that's right. There's fair value gap here, so we can rebalance here. Unmitigated price action, off we go. So where's the trade? Well, I sure would be interested down here, maybe right here. 1, 2, 3. So here's my 2. Here's my 3. Where's my high probability zone? Between the 23 and the 38. Unmitigated, fair value gap, low volume node. I mean, everything that's just about as clean as. God damn it! Hang on. Oh, these allergies to the bane of my existence. They truly are. All right, so we get something like this. Oh yeah, I want to buy there. Again, you don't have to go balls deep there. Let's get a little, right, because you're look how far we are from where we started, right? So you don't want to go expecting the moonshot here. I want to see a little price action here, and then maybe a little pullback, and then I want to get that, and then I want to get that. Okay, if we're going to go higher, okay, well, let's see how big that 3 is, right? Let's, don't be careful about just making assumptions, right? Okay, right, you want to trade this just as risk adverse as anything that you're trading. Now, this is me talking about looking at this at a 4-hour, right? Trying to, if you're just, you want to be there, that's a different type of trading. If we complete there, what have we completed, right? If we're trying to complete the 3 at this degree. So even though, just out of curiosity, right? It's a steep 2, right? If this is going to play ball as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Sliding parallel here. I don't know if you can even see it. Well, that's just the channel, right? We can get that. This is a little easier to see here. Right? Could we go up here and get the 3? Right? What are we doing here? That's the 5 of the 3. What would we be expecting next? Right now, we wouldn't have gotten there yet. That would be a good target up there for me. Right, the intersection of those two. How are we going to get there? What would I have completed there? That's not the top. That's 4,800, and we still are not at the top per this count. If this is 1, 2, and this is 1, 2, and this is 3, 4, 5, we're just completing the 3. Right, it starts to get mighty, mighty bullish, doesn't it? So let's go back out to a daily, right? Because we got out here. Let's take them off for a second, right? Just pay attention to where we are, right? And where's the last stand of bears, right? Oh, is that coincidental? You tell me. I didn't draw that up with that in mind. It's just, oh, look, what coincidence. All right. Coincidence? There are no coincidences in the market, right? Don't ever think there are, right? Never, right? There are black swan events, but there are no coincidences. Okay, so I think we got that covered on ETH. I hope. Who was that? That was Crypto's Ray, right? I hope we got that covered. Bull, right? So pick your spots. It's as simple as this. I mean, from our perspective, we're retracement traders. So you're waiting for retracements. Period. We don't buy breakouts ever. We wait for retracements. We're just waiting, right? Do we have the start of one? Let's hope so. 4. Up we go. Okay, let me keep moving. Oh, this is more Moro. I guess I say that Moro. Okay, this is he wanted a follow-up from last week, and I think I got these teed up here. We looked at these. Oh shit! I think I may have done these on a Friday video. And it may have been I got inspired by this. I think somebody did wanted these on a live stream. I liked it so much. Okay, same thing. Oh, here, let me take this off. Right, so we'll go through that process. Okay, 1, 2. Well, there's a very can't miss it. Right, you can't miss that impulse. Right, just can't miss it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Right. Well, I can't go 1, 2, 3. Right. Not with this. Not with the overlap. Right. I can't go impulse. I can't go 5, 3, 5. Nope. Can't do that. So now when I say that, I can't do that, right? If you're applying Elliott rules and guidelines, that's outside of rules and guidelines. I mean, fuck, you do it all day. If that's what you want to do, do it. I'm just saying, if you want to apply Elliott Wave, that wouldn't be how you'd count it. I'm let's keep that in perspective. Okay, so if we're applying Elliott Wave and I've got a 5 and I've got a 3 and then I got another 5 and I got another 3, when I've overlapped the 1, well, that's one of the beautiful things about Elliott Wave is that there's no like, I wonder what, right? If not this, then that. And if not that, then this, right? It's that decision matrix that's, I propose is one of the huge advantages of applying Elliott Wave, right? Whether you're into ICT or not. 1, 2, that can't be 3, right? So you've got to go 1, 2. Oh, did this just get bullish, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, let's see. Well, if it was a 2, where would I be looking for that 2? Let's get you on there. Let's get our wave 2. Oh, sorry. Wave 2. Okay, now reflexively, like immediately, like the first thing that pops into your head, having seen that, should be always, always, always. Oh. What does that mean? It means I got a golden corner. Oh, you got a little nervous here, didn't you? Oh, I got a 5 followed by a 3. Uh-oh. All right, remember the trading principle, right? As long as this pivot holds, right, and that it's threatened there, but it holds. As long as that holds, 80% odds. Boom. Right? Trading principle number 3. If it's not going to ping exactly on the median line, it's going to coil around it like a snake, and then decide which way, if it's going to go up or lower, right? So you get, here's your 80%, then you get the algo target, you get a little extra juice, then we get the retrace. But now note the retrace, right? If this is 1, 2, 3, right, sure, it looks like a good 4. Oh, well, of course, the first thing we want to pay attention to is, are we overlapping the 1? No. What do we got right here? Right, what do I got there? Oh, there's some fair value gaps, right? So, oh, it's not including it because it's already been traded, right? It's already been filled in. That's why, right? This indicator is not showing it. We do have it right here, so it's already been tapped into and got wicks through it, right? But a lot of these indicators will take it off, right? Unless you tell it not to. All right, so there's your imbalance being rebalanced, and you could make the same case that you have this zone here of unmitigated price action here. So here's the down before we go up, right? So we got to come down and allow these guys to mitigate those shorts so we can get out of here. Right, it's just one more little nugget, right, that you can look for. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, where did it come? All right, if this is the 2, right, again, it's never, right, you always want to measure. Oh, right to the 50. Right, and into this fair value gap, into that unmitigated price action. Now, here's a great example of the kind of thing that I tell you about. You'll often hear me say, oh, I wouldn't buy it right there. I'll wait for this. Right, well, I'll wait for this. Oh, I'm not sure. Okay, all right, okay, I'll wait for the first little pullback. Boom. There it is, right there. It's not, was that hard to take? I'd like to think not, right? So, oh, okay, shit, okay, I got a 5, I got a 3, I got a 1, 2, 3. Oh, A, B, C, that looks perfect. Okay, so if I'm going to get a 5 here, right? I'm just what you're thinking. Oh, I've got A, B, C. Okay, let's get that labeled. All right, I got an A, I got a B, I got a C. Okay, could that be my 4? God, that's deep for a 4. But look, right, it's right there where the algo is going to fire. So maybe I can get the algo. Maybe the algo will carry it. Do you see? Well, I mean, it's fuck. I don't know how many times have I shown that? 50,000 times, or it's probably got to be more than that over 5 years. Boom. All right. So look what. All right. So we call it the TDU methodology. Now, hang on. God damn it. Hang on. Trading with allergies, not the TDU methodology. But here's a few pieces that are. First, an Elliott wave count. Second, the measured move algo. Third, the Alan Andrews median lines, right? In trading principle, number one, as long as if we draw a set of median lines and this pivot holds, we've got 80% of getting to the median line. I've got a measured move target in here. This is pretty much the entire TDU methodology right here in front of you, going tick to tick. Here's your 80%. Here's your Elliott count. Here's your 40 or 5 going right. Did they clear it by a couple of ticks just to be sure they got filled? TDU right there, right before you, our entire methodology, boom. And I'm even adding in a little fair value gap, right? We can't. So you should look at this and go, well, there's probably something to what they're doing. I'm not saying it's the only way to trade or that it's the best way to trade. I'm saying this is a way to trade that can accommodate someone with, has a consciousness of risk, right? And doesn't just go, oh, yeehaw, let's just go for it, right? We want to be cautious about these entries. That's why this is the entry, not this. Oh, I can put my stop right here. Oh, if I get that little retrace, I can enter here. Knowing, oh, right? We don't do it this way for no reason. It's not, well, I love those books here, so we're just going to, wing it. No, listen, you want to know why there's a set of median lines in my logo? Because when I read that there were 80% odds there, that changed my trading. I can't remember exactly what year it was when I read that, but I literally fell out of my chair. Wait a minute. I had to read it 17 times. You're telling me if I draw a set of median lines, I've got 80% odds to get there? What the fuck? Seriously? Wait, no, did I misread that? How many of you do that? Catch this. It's astonishing to me. It is probably the highest probability trade, period. It's in every technical package, probably the least used tool of all the tools that are available to you. Median lines. Yet here it is. Here's the whole ball of wax here, the entire TDU methodology here, minus the full suite of SMC applied to it as well. But shit, you can see break of structure, retrace break of structure, fair value gap. You can see it's all. We don't do this to crow and look how great we are. We do this to try and help you. That's why I'm doing this live stream. Maybe I can help some of my members have a better experience in the market. All right, that's a bit of a rant, I guess. Did we get Riot? Let's go to Riot. Riot's a little trickier. Geez, I wonder if I can spot a 5 in here. God, I know that whole Elliott Wave thing was something about 5s, right? Something about 5s in the market. Well, I'm looking for a 3. Now this got oh, wait a second. Well, I thought this was going to be easy. No, it's never going to be easy. Well, occasionally, right? Maybe that was an easy one. But, oh, wait a second. I got a 5 followed by a 5. What the fuck? That doesn't work, does it? Or does it, right? Could this be 5, 5, 3? What do I got here? I can't. The last place I would go here is to truncate. Right now, it could be that we're going to have to truncate here, but that looks like that's a 3 going here. Or this, pardon me, I should say it this way. Come here. This is a 3, right? Period. Right now, it looked like it was going to roll over and give you a perfect 5, right? It doesn't happen. Oh, well, you got to change your thinking a little bit there. Oh, because while it could be a truncation, that would be all right. That's last resort. Always last resort for Elliottician. Okay, so I got a 5. Now this, could you Elliott shuffle that? You could, but I'd rather not. Right? If I don't absolutely have to, fuck, that's a 5, and that's a 5. So what are my choices here? 5. Wait a second. What am I going to do here? Well, one choice is if you're confused, you don't trade it. Wait, because the price action will give you something to work with here, so you can be less confused. Right now, I don't care who the fuck you are. You don't have any conviction in that count. If you're applying Elliott, there's no conviction in that. You don't bullshit. I call bullshit to anyone who tells me, oh, I know exactly what that is. Even my guys, my wizards, right? There's no way you're pulling a zigzag out of that. You're not. So I got a 5 followed by a 5, which makes me go, I think I'll wait a little bit on that because it looks like I'm doing another 5 here. So it looks like I could have a 3 here. Oh, am I going to get another 3 here? Maybe we're going to go into some sort of a triangle. Whenever it gets confusing like this, my first thought is, oh, are we doing a triangle? It'd be the right place for it, but then a triangle is a series of 3s. I can't do it. You telling me that's a 3? No. And that's a 3? No. That's a 5? That's a 5. That's a 3. So far, this is a 3. Now, it looks to me like we're doing something like this. But it looks to me it's different than we did it. Just like this looked like, oh, there's the 4. Oh, we're definitely going down for the 5. Oh, look, fair value gaps. We're going for the 5. They're going to sweep that low. That's the classic, oh, I'm going to make assumptions here. Oh, they're definitely, so look, fair value gaps here. Oh, they're definitely going to, all this is going to get filled in. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Oh, did you get faced on your assumptions? Let the market prove it. Right now, if you thought 4 or 5 and you got stopped out there, okay, well, as long as you weren't, stupid about it, right? If you thought that's the 4 and you're going for the 5, how much risk did you didn't do this, did you? I'm going to assume you didn't do that. So how much of a hit did you take there? Because shit, if it was me, I'd have been thinking 3, 4. Oh, that's got to go. They're going to sweep that low. They're going to go after these lows. That's the process you're thinking. Oh fuck. Oh, of course, right? 3, 4. Oh, they're going to sweep that. Then they're going to sweep that, and then we'll go. That's the ass you make of yourself when you make assumptions. But again, I'm not saying if you took that trade and you thought it was a 4 that was stupid. It wasn't. This would be stupid. Right? You get what you deserve in the market, right? If you do that, you deserve it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not okay. Guess what? I got balanced price range here. Remember, the algorithm, right? Perp ICT gave us this little nugget, right? And there's a lot of people have serious issue with him, but me being one of them, but his method, no denying it, right? So here's the algo rebalancing, right? So here's the imbalance. Oh, rebalance. What am I looking for, right? If this is going to be a 4, I'm not expecting this, right? I'm expecting it. Maybe we're going to come back down in here because this has been rebalanced, right? So this is all neutralized, right? You understand? It's not like, oh, well, I got fair value gaps here, and I got fair value gaps here. Well, yes, you do, but they are relative to this, right? So it's been rebalanced. So it lacks the impact. There's no need for the market to come back down here. Think of it that way. Why does it come? Why does it do this? Right? It's coming to do this because it's rebalancing. Now that it's rebalanced, there's no need for it to come down here. Now that doesn't mean it won't. But as we look at it here, all we can do is make an educated guess as to what it's likely to do next. Where's the liquidity now that it's rebalanced in here? Here. Right, it's external, right? That's another little nugget from ICT, right? Where he's given us, where he's contributed. I'm going to call it out: internal liquidity, external liquidity. That's what the algorithm's doing. Rebalanced. Now, if I'm going to retrace here, I don't need to rebalance this anymore. But where's the liquidity? Above. So if I'm looking here and I'm being forced into a trade, and shit, I'm on a daily. Let's go to a 4 here. Do I have a 3 here? Well, not really. Maybe you got a little one there. Right? It's same idea, right? Why pick the turn? Oh, show me. Oh, because if this is going to complete, I'm going to get that. If right? If this, then that. And if not this, then something else, right? Then that, right? Then, maybe this is a 3. So maybe I got 3, 3, 3. Maybe I'm going into a triangle here. Right? Now, it's awfully early to be proposing a triangle, right? Right now, it looks like this is what's about 4 or 5 is about to come here. And now we're going to have to come back here and go, what the, going to have to rethink that. But I'm not going to put a whole lot of mental energy into that until the market forces me to. Right now, there's the trade sitting right there. Give me the reaction, give me the retrace so I can put my stop right here so I know no matter what, I'm not going to get hurt. There's great comfort in that as a trader. If I take this trade, they're not going to, they can't fuck me, right? Okay, stop, right? Jab, right? You're not giving me a knockout blow. I take great comfort in that when I'm trading. Okay, fine. Okay, whatever. You're not going to hurt me. I respect the market, but I'm not afraid of it. You can't be scared money never profits. Okay, let me keep. God damn, I'm ranty today. Okay, I got Chris 26. Oh, that's interesting. He's looking for some crosses to link. Okay, so let's do link first. Oh fuck here. Let's see. Let's go over here. We did this one already. So let's do. Don't forget this one. Shit, half the thing I have to do is I have to remember the ones that I really like because I trade them too. Right? Some of my best trades the last year were all from live streams. Members giving them to me. Okay, so we want link to ETH. Okay, let's see what we got here. Link to ETH. All right, let's go somewhere where U.S. traders can trade it. So not that I'm, I don't want to ignore my out of U.S. residency subs and members, but right, it's an issue, right? It's fucked, right? We get fucked in the U.S., right? We can't trade CFDs. There's lots of shit that we can't trade. It's annoying as fuck, but it's the reality, right? Okay, so what do I got here? So Chris 26 his point is he thinks that both Link ETH and AVAX to ETH are going to outperform ETH by 10x. Wow, that's a bold statement. Well, let's see now in a alt like this. Well, that's too wacky. We're certainly not going to see 5s and 3s. No way we're going to see that. That looks like a 1, 2, 3. This has got, the 4s are always the easiest thing to spot, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, big rip in the 5th. And again, right, I always measure. Partly I'm curious, right? The curious minds want to know. Okay, 200%, right? Second time we've seen it go 200. Now I am in log scale. If we come out of log, do we need to be in log? That's the first question. Well, maybe. Gets us past 2618. What's our, well, let's pop this. Yeah, probably. Okay. I mean, what's not to like here? Well, at this point, you got to be looking at that going, oh, are we done? Right? Is this starting the 2? I mean, that would be the first thought. Oh, shit. Are we done? Right? At this point, we can tie them up this way and say, okay, well, we're going to have to double that. So, let's just, let's clone it, see if that'll get it done. There we go. All right, or is this 1, 2? Looks like it's a 5. So that's a hurry up and wait. Damn it, hang on a second. You can see the potential 5 there. That's a daily. Let's go to a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could we be done there? All right, so that's a pretty, all right, that doesn't look like we've, 3, 4, 5, 1. That looks like, sheesh. That looks like 1, 2, 3. So we could be coming down. So let's take a look here, how we're looking up here. Oh, just let's get a little EWO on there. Let's see how that looks. I like this one with our squeeze in it. That's too sloppy chop, so I immediately go to a 1070. 70. Let's do that. Any better? Well, a little better. Where's the peak? Here's the 3, 4, 5 of 3. 4. That's deep for the 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might have thought, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, but it doesn't fly, right? It doesn't come. It's too bad, right? Unless you're thinking truncation, which is, I suppose, is possible there. Let's look there. You hate to go there, but it's... Oh, that already gets a little fucky. Oh, that has to be your 2. So that's gets a little funky there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boy, get a little further. Boy, you could really lock in load on that. So, but now that leaves you a little bit unsure, right? So when unsure, I never trade if I'm not sure, but I don't have conviction in where we are, right? Because then you're just gambling, right? You're just like, oh fuck, let's see what happens, right? That's a good way to donate to other traders, right? You don't want to do that. Okay, so where are we, right? So is Al here? That looks like it's too deep for Al. Nope, too deep. Now it doesn't mean it couldn't be a 2. You could have a truncation here, and this is going to go A, B, C, right? So you could end up with a 707 on that. All right, I mean, it could be, right? It's not like we've never seen it before, but you've lost the big gun, right? The big algo, you've lost him. Now you can get him back again, but to get him back again, you got to get the fuck. Come here, you got to have this, right? Oh, now I can get him. Right, he'll be right here. But right now, whoa, that's. I'd wait, right? So there's not an oh shit, right? Chris, if you I don't want to talk you out of a trade. If you like it, you got to think about, okay, well, where's too much, right? Where's too much risk? Now, it could be if you like this enough, you're just going to get in here and say, fuck it, right? I'm just going to hold it. That's everybody's individual choice. I never say don't do that, but if I go out to a daily here, what am I running into? Right. Well, clearly this is part of it. All right. So that's a piece we got to recognize here. There'll be if we put probably an order block in there, right? So, or supply. Think of it that way. We put that in there. That could be why I couldn't kick through it. Well, this has to be your finish. This has to be for 5 when we're coming down here, since we got a new low. Oy. You might be living with that. That's not terrible, right? It just doesn't have the perfect finish here, and you'd expect a 5 to go a little higher, but you might be stuck with that. So which means, okay, so where's the next trade? If you're going to be conservative about this and be mindful of risk and try and be strategic about your entries, well, you're going to hurry up and wait here. This consolidation down here that we just drew, right, sitting right here, but that's what I would do. There's no question about the divergence up here. I mean, that's, again, 5-year-old spot that. So can you get what you're hoping for, right? This is what you want. Right there. That would be on my, that might go to my B. Not that it's not a great looking trade, but it's got to get deeper. So I wouldn't be checking that one, multiple times a day. I'd be checking that one a couple times a week just to see, or set alerts, right? First place you'd set an alert is here. Are they going to sweep that liquidity? Right, that's the first place you'd look and say, oh, if they're coming down for that, oh, maybe. Yep. How could it get there? Something like that. It's always good to kind of map them out there, right? Now that's, why the fuck if I don't know if that we get that, but wow, you're ready for it if it does. Okay, and now so let's see how am I doing on. Oh shit, you guys posted a lot. Okay, so Chris, what was the other one you wanted? AVAX. Let's do that one real quick. AVAX, ETH. So sad we can't trade on BitGet anymore. I really like that exchange. But no U.S. residents again, so I had to pull all my crypto off of that, which was actually kind of annoying. It wasn't that easy to do. Let's go to all types here. So what do we got? All right, so no issue, no U.S. traders. So Chris, you must be in Europe or Asia or something. I don't know where you are, but you're not in the U.S. ETH. Well, all right, that's a little bit of a. That's somebody got bent over there. I mean, what? Not hard to spot. the same thing. So is there some reason why you would be thinking something other than ABC? You know, again, it's not that I'm saying, well, clearly that's what it is. It's just like, okay, well, but based on what we know the market tends to do, wouldn't that make sense? Now, here would be a demand zone here, unmitigated price action right there. Right, they'll swing down, right? So demand zone here before we go up into a C and an algo target. Oh, look here for the 4. Or, well, in this case, excuse me, that would be a 2. Let's take this back to 534. I bet that's going to look better. Right, 3, 4, and right, note the divergence at the top, right? Not as strong, but look at the price action difference. Pretty good, and that's a daily, right? We take this down to something. This one I'd be watching, right? That doesn't have a long way to go, right? So I'd set some alerts here. So, well, here's a classic, careful. We just went through this. Careful about the assumption here. We can look at this and go, boy, the odds they're not going to get that, pretty slim, right? But don't let it happen, right? So one of two things is going to happen. They're going to sweep it, right, for just the obvious liquidity grab, or they're going to blow right through it, right? So there's no reason to take any action when you're that close to a pivot. Either it does this, or it just rolls right over it, and we just head down. Likely there'll be some sort of why? Because it's an opportunity to fuck with retail. That's why. In the same way, this was an opportunity to fuck with retail right there. Oh, break it up. We'll go. Moonshot. Oh, maybe not. All right, let me keep moving. All right, Chris. Ooh, man, I'm going to go one more, Chris. You see, these guys post a lot now because we've had many days where I was going, guys, I need more charts. So he's giving me 3. Well, I'm going to come back to that one, Chris, if I have time. I see it up there. I've got Coleman. I think he's a new member. FCX. Let me copy his link. Maybe not. Coleman. I think you are Coleman. I don't remember that one. God, there's a dog outside barking. It's not one of mine. I'm assuming you guys don't hear it, but God, is it annoying in the background? It's outside my window. Okay, I've got some. Do I still have it? I think I closed this, right? This is one I trade options on a lot. Here, let me just get my little color scheme up here. Right, okay. What are we doing with Freeport? I had a trade on here. I guess I closed it last week. I trade so much sometimes I can't remember. Okay, that sure looks like a triangle to me. Let's pull back a little bit. Well, I'm not positive here, but I'm just come here. My first thought looking at this. It's a little. Maybe we can get away with liquidity sweep there. That would be my first thought. It got a little skinny there. Let's just see here. Well, so there's probably 2 ways you could look at that. Okay, so let's back up. Okay, first, do we need to be in log scale? I'm not sure we do. All right, slow down here. Let me get this. Let's isolate this. Well, that's kind of a bummer, right? That's not really what you want to see. But how do we not start here, right? Now, maybe we have to change that, but how do we not start there? We do. We got to start there. Okay, so, all right, so already I'm rethinking this, right? So it makes me think if we're correcting this whole thing from this low here, this looks like A, triangle B, and then more C. So would be thinking this: A, B, C. Oh, PK, if he's watching, probably had already said, "Oh no, it's not that." So let's get that labeled up here. It looked a little funky when I first put it up. But, you know, you start, right? You go, oh, there's some sort of triangle there, but how does it fit in, right? Is it a 4 or is it a 5? Or is it a B? Excuse me, what I mean to say. Okay, so if it's going to come down, let's give it a target. All right, wouldn't that be your thought? God, I hope that dog shuts up. Now that's right. So immediately, what's there to not like about it? Right, the length of time of the 2 relative to the 4 is not very likable. God, I want to shoot that fucking dog. I know you guys can't hear it. I'm assuming you can't, but I sure can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's a 3 all day. That's a 3, that's a 3, that's a 3, that's a 3, that's a 3. All right, where are we going here, right? So I would be reluctant to be bullish here. But based on the price action, now, you know, Colmet, if you're, you know, very in tune with the fundamentals here, when we got earnings coming, is that today? No, it's attracting investors' attention. That's what, and then earnings are coming soon. April 24th. Well, I look at that and I go, okay, well, gun to my head, I would not be buying that. I don't know that I would short it either. What I'd be doing is going, okay, well, come on in, right? Come on down. Oh, fuck, of course, I love it here, right? So anywhere in there, come on. Come on, baby. Pretty nice Elliott work. Right, with the exception of, right, as we just talked about, the long. Well, what is that? That's COVID, right? That's the COVID low. So this long and then the spike down is COVID and then the recovery. So you can, you know, you can kind of talk yourself into, okay, well, that would explain why the 2 and the 4 are so far off. I'd be thinking this. Oh, whatever. Let's just put it down here. Anything that we get a reaction out of this, I'm taking that. Okay, let me keep moving. Good one, Colmet. I would like to, oh shit, did you give me a chart? Shit, I didn't get your chart, did I? Oh, pardon me. Oh shit. Sorry. Somehow when I went to copy, I didn't get your chart. Okay, so let me see what you see. This is a 4 hour. So did we end up at the same place? Yeah, I think we did. Oh, let me go to a 4 hour. Did you give me a triangle? Oh shit, where did my triangle go? Oh, shit, I just had it. I just had it written. Shit, or did I? What happened to it? Now let me see what you got. CD. Okay, so you went. How'd you do it? Damn! For some reason, when I copied it, it didn't come over. Okay, so you're going to go same here, A, B. Okay, what did you do here? You went, oh fuck, hang on a second. That dog is making my dogs go crazy. That's annoying. Okay, so here it is. Now why? That's weird, Coleman. I don't know why your stuff's not coming over. I don't know why. So your chart came, but your TA didn't come. Okay, so it looks like you're thinking a little bit differently. So, oh shit! I hope I didn't blow your thinking up here. A, all right. So you can see, right? So you'd be thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, so you're thinking zigzag into the A. A, B, C into the B. I can't move it, right? It's because it's a copy. A, B, C into the A, B, C, D, E. So you want to be bullish, right? So there's an example of two Elliotticians coming to a different conclusion, right? I'm not saying mine's right by any means. I'm never here to say my count is right. I took you through that process. We come back to yours. A, B. I don't know why you're going into that. Oh, it looks like you've got multiples here. I see what you're doing. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, but you're still looking to come out of this bullish, and I'm suggesting the opposite, right? So, okay, well, it takes two to make a market. Again, this is 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. See, I would just change. See, what I did is went A and then went A, B, C, D, E, implying down, right? And part of the reason that I'm doing that is on the assumption that we've completed here and we haven't gotten far enough. Where are you? Cool. Oh, you may be writing to me, but okay. So, well, if you're going to take this trade long here, be mindful that there's a very reasonable alternative here. If it comes out of there and you get the kick, great. But I'd be cautious about your stop there. I just, I don't give that a shitload of room. You don't need to, right? As I just said. Shit, I'm sorry that worked out that way. Although I probably would have gotten there the same way. I don't know why yours is not show. Why they didn't? Are they over here? They didn't show up. Oh, that's weird. They usually do. Okay, sorry. Well, that's a buzzkill. If you were looking for me to give you a confirm to go hard long, well, I should just give you something else to think about. I guess we'll look at it that way. 3. Well, the zigzag here wouldn't matter, right? Still 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And just one last little crescendo. Didn't quite get it there. Let's look on the other side, right? So maybe the algos will tell the story. All right, well, look at that. So let's get this one out of here since it's broken. Okay, let's dig in a little bit further, right? Al never leaves the battlefield, right? He's always there. You see it? Golden zone, right? That's why at every degree, first thing, where's Al? Where's Al? Right? He's always there, right? You got to find him. Always there, like Waldo, right? You got to find him, right? Or you'll sell right into him or buy right into him. If you aren't tracking, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I guarantee you somebody sold into that. Guarantee it. Well, obviously they did, right? It takes two to make a market. Okay. Well, sorry if that's a buzzkill, Coleman. But I mean, that's probably a good thing, right? Just to see the two potential outcomes there. Okay. Dr. John. Love Dr. John. Of course, it always makes me think of the piano player, so I can't help but like it. But Dr. John, great member. It's gotten much better with his skill set. It's funny, right? It's the guys that have been with me for a long time. I can see their progression, which I love to see that. He's one who puts him up on top, which always disorients me. So I gotta move him down because it makes me. I can't follow it. Oh shit! You're all over the place. Here, I'm gonna change the color palette here. All right, so let's do that. All right, let's see what you're thinking here. So this is Iovance. Whew, nice looking work. Clearly a 5, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, what's not to like here? Oh, it looks like we're in log. What? I guess we got RSI and a MACD here. Oh, hello, magenta. Oh shit! Here, I'll just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, there's nothing not to like there. Come here. Right in the pocket. Oh, he gave me a 30-minute. Okay. Well, fuck. We're late to this party. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's for good work, right? It has to be the 4. Right? There's no alternate. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. Oh, fuck, wouldn't matter. Could be W. It doesn't matter, right? So how do we know the 4, right? We're not progressing the trend, right? We just go sideways. From consolidation comes expansion. Looks like he had that teed up. That could have been his target. Well, that's a qualifier, right? That gives him a target. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. My God, I am going to fucking kill that dog. Or my neighbor, whoever is letting that dog yap like that. Very glad you guys can't hear him. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit. We're kind of late to that party, John. I mean, what would be your trade here, right? It's too late to buy it. I don't know that I'd be selling that kind of rip. What did you do here? So you what is this? This is okay. So you take the length of the 3 projecting up for the 5. Okay, so that's reasonable. Okay, so I understand what you're doing there. Oof, divergence. Look at that MACD. It's fucking through the roof. Well, I hope you caught some of that, John, because that's what a monster, right? This is 3 to 1, right? I mean, if you're entering down here at 9 and we're at pushing 16, nice trade. Right? You almost doubled your money. I don't know how you traded it or if you traded it, but I think we're at this point now. You're waiting for the retrace, right? So it could be a long wait, but I know you look at it and you go, "Oh, come on, man! It's never coming down there again. That's crazy." Of course, it's never coming back down there. Well, this is a 30-minute. Oh, let's look at the bigger picture. What do we do here? A B C A B. Okay, that's creative. Okay, let's get. Why so many ABCs? Right, so you're doing a diag, I guess. So this would be 1, 2. Oh, I'm not sure that's going to fly there, John. Let's look at that here. I'm just curious why you're thinking so many ABCs, right? So it's got to be a bunch of overlaps. So this wouldn't be relevant to the trade here, but I'm just okay. So I'm not trying to be critical here, but I'm just going to do what I just looking at this here, how I would approach this, because I think that you might be a little off track there. Let's get that down to, okay. So if I'm looking at this, so just first glance, okay, it looks like I got a completed impulse right here. 1, 2, 3. That's clearly the 4, 5. No, this gets a little wacky in here. It looks to me like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what it looks like we got there. Now that's just a first glance here, and not digging into there may be an ABC. Some way you can turn that into an ABC. Fuck, that's not so easy. But I don't think I think you may have been on the wrong track there with a bunch of ABCs. Even though that's a sloppy mess. Jesus, look at this thing. What a beast that is. What's your Elliott count there? Good luck with that. Although, right, every now and then you just look and say, okay, where's Al? Well, Al got that's a little wiki there for Al. That could be back one. Second target, they got it all. Right, so coming back, right through it. Right, that's how you know it's over. Oh, we're in log scale there, that's the other reason. Well, so I again, not to be overly critical on what you're doing there. So we couldn't end that. Right? So remember, we begin and end with a 5, right? So right off the bat, that would make me think, okay, well, if I'm going to finish this thing down here, oh fuck, something like this. Use big numbers. Something like this, right? Because we want to begin and end in a 5. So right, just a little Elliott critique there. Just something to think about. Okay, I don't want to offend him. Okay, so Iova received accelerated approval from the FDA for its T-cell cancer treatment. Well, that's good news. Well, that would explain the rip here. So on this side, you're perfect. Oof. Right, nothing like a drug approval. Looks like that happened today. Yeah, they did. Right, there's the news right there. Maintained a buy, right? So big rip. Now we're looking at it on a daily RSI at, what are we at there? Pushing 80. I wouldn't buy it. Right, you're late to that party. So you wait, right? This is the bummer of trading, right? It takes a patient man. You got to wait for the retrace. But great spot on that one. Okay, Dr. Alban. Okay, let's see his count, right? Maybe it's very different than the one I just did. I wouldn't surprise me, because that is probably the most challenging Elliott count on the board, and it's my opinion. When PK struggles with it, I know it's a tough one. Okay, so this is, again, I got to put them, it's too weird for me. All right, what are we thinking here, Dr. Alban? You're, okay, well, this is another approach to it. Oh, no, it's the same. 1, 2. Right, so we're pretty much in sync there. Let's go out to a daily and get this thing. Okay, all right, so I'm going to take that off. Well, so this is where you catch yourself a little bit going, really? Wait a minute. It's so many 1, 2s, it's a little hard to swallow. 1, 2, well, okay, if this isn't going to be 3, so another 1, 2, right, or unlikely, so you got to go, these have to go up here. Let's take that down a degree and down to a different color. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, so implying that every single one of those 1, 2s needs a 3, 4, 5, right? So this is a very bullish count, right? Okay, so I'm just going to take that off. Some people like it. That drives me crazy. I can't have that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. Well, so we ended up in the same place. I think it's the tendency. Everybody wants to turn this into a 4, right? I want to turn it into a 4, but you can't quite get it to work. So is that a big problem? Well, I don't. Perhaps not, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. We got the 3. So now really the variable here is, well, how many of these 3s are going to hit? How many of these 1, 2s are going to get a 3, 4, 5? I got a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. That is so freaking bullish, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 grand. Old high. It's going to be quaint. Oh, wasn't that cute when we were back at 4,800? Remember that? It's like Bitcoin at 20K. Oh, wasn't that cute? Remember that? So, Dr. Alban, looks very good, right? You're right in sync with the count I had. There's no reason to think anything else other than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, hang on. We'll be telling to see how I'm just popping my head over there to see how the S&P positions going into the earnings tonight, because they're so impactful. So good work, Dr. Alban. Very nicely done. Oh, the one thing, right? Never forget, when you're doing Elliott, channeling is such a critical part of it. Don't leave well, maybe you've got them in here. That's mine, right? So don't leave the channeling out, right? It's essential to it, right? It's, as much as measuring how far did we go, where's the retrace, you gotta have the geometry on there. And so you would do it with all of them, right? So you'd have this one as well, right? Because you don't have a 3 to pull on yet. So the 1, 2, 1, 2 are the channels you're working with until we break out of one of them. That really is, part of the way you confirm a 3. 1, 2, breaking the channel tells me I got a 3. All right, let's keep going. Golden ratio. I love that handle. He wants to look at dot. Okay, so let's look at dot. We can make that happen. Dot. What are we doing? Where do we want to do dot? Well, let's see, USD. Oh, I was looking. Oh, let's look on, I guess, Coinbase. Oh, fuck that dog. I want to kill that fucking dog. No, I want to kill my neighbor who is letting that dog. Oh, is that obnoxious? Okay, well, there's dot on Coinbase. Okay, well, so, I mean, it's nice to have a starting point. Like, oh, okay. So it almost, at this point, oh, well, so we can look here and say, okay, well, looks like a 5 finished it. Remember, right, John? We start and finish in 5s. Right? That's Elliott, not me. right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Oh, diag, yeah, right, A, B, C. So you do it in a series of 3s. Doesn't matter, right? It's 5 all day. And it looks like it's Al's in there. Hi, Al. All right, there he is. Right, he's always there. Always there. Always, 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 never forget. Al is always there. So first thing you get to do is find him. Where is he? All right, so where is he here? Well, you start digging. All right, nope, broke there. Oh, that's wick only. Doesn't look like it. Maybe there. Let's go to an 8, see if that would make any sense. It's a secondary pivot, so that's a little bit of a curve fitting, and I wouldn't put a lot of weight in that. We want to work off of the major pivots. Let's try a 4 here. Looks like we've got a completed impulse. Looks like well, okay. So you've heard me say this many times, right? You work backwards, right? So if this is my top, right? So well, that looks like the 4, right? Well, so just at first glance, right? So sometimes, right, you might find yourself correcting this, but okay, why not that, right? And then it's a matter of, okay, are there any rule breaks, guideline breaks? Doesn't look like it. It looks like that's a zigzag. Oh fuck! Come here. Looks like that's 5, 3, 5. Okay. Oh jeez, that's a tiny. I was amused by what you guys use. Okay, so 5, 3. Oh, okay. So it looks like the extension is in the 1, 5 shorter than 3. Let's just double check. Yeah, we're good there. So am I log? I am logged. Do I need to be in log? Oh shit, hang on. That can wait. 5, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, out of the pocket here, we don't overlap that 1. Interesting. But it wouldn't have mattered, right? Because we complete the impulse here. There's the 3, so 5, 3. I know, that's crazy Elliott shit. Right? Doesn't work anymore. What do we think here? Well, that got left unswept, right? Again, right? Okay, you got to put them somewhere, right? It kind of looks like, are we done here? Right? That looks like a 3, so you might be thinking expanded B there. That looks like 3, 3 for the 5, right? So maybe we got to do that, but now we've already overlapped the 1, right? So here's the process, right? You're disqualifying as you go. Well, that doesn't fly, so we got to do it this way. Right, if this is going to be an impulse, okay. Now what else? Right, we've got the ingredients, so let's get a channel on it. Okay, that's a 4. Let's go to a 2. See if that's clean. I don't know that I want to go 1, 2, but maybe I need to. That's kind of a bumpy road to get there. Hang on. Well, I guess we might be stuck with that. Oh God, is that a? Looks like there's a 5 here. Oh, let's go to the. All right, so again, it's paint by numbers. Let's assemble it as we go. Okay, so it looks like I got a good 5 here. So can I work backwards? Okay, so this would have to be ABC, right? So this would have to be the 4. So can we get this done? Looks like not. Right? Looks like that's going to overlap. So now we'll look as it. God, I want to fucking kill that dog. Oh, is that annoying? That's not the sexiest thing I've ever seen. You got to go 1, 2. Can't do it, right? So you can see the overlap. Right, overlap. Now that's mighty. We have to do this as a diag. I don't really want to do a diag here. I don't really want to do a diag there. Can I get away with it here? This looks like I can. So okay, well, let's revisit this. Maybe I can get away with it here. So let's kill that. So we'd have to do it internally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's get you out of there because we know we got a good 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like that's how you got to do it. So it may be that you're pushing the 2 over here. We've got some sort of a 3 going in there. It like, oh fuck, yeah, something like, it's a little truncation down here. Oops. Little truncation right there. Or is it actually? It's actually, if it is, it's not by much. This is a wick run. Let's look here. So always look left. What are they doing here, right? So here they're sweeping that liquidity. Here, it's surprising they didn't get there. So it looks like I got a 5, 3. So I'm gonna need that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B. This looks like I got to do it that way. This may be too far. No. Jesus Christ. All right. Why would I even doubt that, right? Just eyeballing it. I have to do that here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It looks like we've got there. 3, 4. So 2 to the 4. Let's check that. Right. So just putting it together. All right. So it's hopefully what you guys recognize is, God, this guy does the same thing every time. It's so annoying. No, that's. I'll say that in jest, right? That's the if there is a secret, that's the secret. Oh, truth be told, there is no secret, but to consistently survive in the markets, pick something, stick with it, and do it consistently, right? So you know, I've been doing this for 5 years. You've never seen me the only thing I've done differently over 5 years is I've started to include the SMC, because partly because it's so there's almost no way around it, right? So it's so popular. So if we're done here, if we're complete, and I've got a completed impulse, okay, well, okay, I don't need an advanced degree to know what to expect next. Where am I interested? It's not hard. It's not that hard. It doesn't mean the market has any obligation to get down here, but if it does get down here, oh, okay, give me a reaction. What am I going to do? It's the same thing. Remember, it's the same thing every time. How can I control the risk? I don't want to buy the falling knife. I want to see the reaction. I want to take the first retrace. Why? Because then I can define the risk. I'll come over here. All right. If I want to do that, what are my minimum target there? 5 to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? If this is now think about that. If this is a 1 and then we're going to get a 2 here, is this what I'm really thinking about? No. What am I really thinking if I'm going to get a 3? Now I got 11.7 to 1. Taking that little bit of risk. Now, you know, you might, okay, don't want to give it a little more room. Well, so, okay, now slow down there. So if you were going to do that because you're like, oh, I want to give that a little more room, well, then you don't put the full load on right here. You anticipate, okay, if it's going to come down a little bit lower here, I'm going to want to add a little bit more, right? On the, you know, we don't know if we go here or what we're doing here, but if we start here and it's going to come down a little bit further, okay, it looks like I got a 5. Well, now so then you got to ask yourself, okay, do I want to keep buying? Oh, right. So I'd probably take 30%, 30%, 30%. I'd want to see a reaction there for the other 30. I want to see it again now, right? Now my last load goes on here. That's how I would do it. Because if I want to give it that kind of room, I've got to start with less size. I don't want to just go balls deep here with my full load and then go, oh, well, that's more risk than I want. So if I'm going to take that much risk, I'm going to split the entries, right? So I don't hurt myself. Because remember, there's you know, I don't like to sweat trades. I don't like to be, oh, fuck, come on. I don't like that feeling at all. I've been doing this for too long, right? So I don't put myself in that situation where I have to go, come on, baby, come on. You're checking the chart every 5 seconds. I just avoid it. So if I do this and something here and I get stopped out, oh, well, maybe I'll just revisit it down here. But there's a comfort in like, oh, you can't hurt me. You stop me out. You're not going to hurt me. At least that's what goes on in my head. Okay, hang on. Dr. John. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Did I lose? Where did I go there? Okay, that's no. So I get Dr. John back for a second. Oh, coming back for a second, helping Dr. John. All right. What do we got here on this one? I teach Dr. John. He's been with us for a long time. Okay, so upside down. Let me do a copy here. What are we doing? This is AYX. AYX. I never heard of it. All right, I'm going to do this here just to, so it keeps my brain settled. Oh, whoops. Oh, that's all right. Okay. Well, why would you not be thinking that, given what's come off of this, right? So, of course, you would. All right, just things that I do out of habit, right? And I always wick my ones. A, B, C. Now, this looks much better here. Oh. All right, I'm going to correct it. Sorry. Hang on. There we go. Mute button stuck. Okay, I might rethink this, John, here, like this. Because I don't think you need to do that, right? I like your thinking there. But let's revisit that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. A, B, C, 2. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit. You could do it either one. But right, it looks like you got a little 5 there. So you might go A, B, C into the 4. Not much of a 5. I'd do it that way. Right, so you get a 1, 2, big 3, some sort of 4, 5, right? Skinny little 5. But I think the triangle here, good thought. 1, 2, okay. What are we doing down here? Well, it looks like that's just a little demand zone right there. Imbalances, right? So there's your balance, imbalance getting rebalanced, right? So it's balanced price range, as it's called. So 2, whoa. I can't. Well, of course, you know this. Where's the high probability location for a wave 3 between the 1618 and 175? I know this shit doesn't work anymore, but that's a crazy coincidence then, huh? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Well, okay, so I'm deep here. This is deep for an algo, right? That's too deep for our friend, but I'm going to go platinum there. All right, I'm deep there too, right? So certainly, oh fuck, some sort of ABC, right? It's deep for a 2, but quite the ripping 3. That's quite an extension there. I don't know that. Oh, wait a second. What is this? What the hell? Is this price action here? What the fuck? It looks like it is. What is going on there? Whoa, something odd's happened there. Is that wow, talk about consolidation. Wait, something happened? What would cause it to do that? It's literally flatlined. Earnings, like apparently. That's some of the oddest price action I've ever seen. That would make me uneasy, right? So here's one thing I can say with absolute certainty. Whatever is going on there, however it resolves, I don't want to be near it. Because that's going to be volatile coming out of there. and you're just guessing here. That's scary price action. They're obviously they're waiting for something, or if it comes down, okay, great, okay, well, give me that, right? I'd be very cautious about that because that's very weird, very weird. Okay, I'm going to keep moving. Thanks for those, Dr. John. All right, I know you got these guys are posting multiples because usually I need multiples from them to get. I like to get 10, 12 of these before we start a live stream. So often I'm nudging them, guys. I need more charts. I need more charts. And I know we got a few requests. Oh, oh shit! You guys have been quiet. Well, maybe I'm talking to myself. You should be wanted to do Intel. Now here it is again. Comet, where there's something going on where you're giving your chart is not giving me your something's going on in the way you're doing it. You might get with Wonka on this because he's quite good at that. Because I want to use your work, but it's not transferring over. So it's something in the copy process. Is it here? No, it's not there. It's something you're doing when you're copying the chart over. So I lose all of all of the work. And it looks like you've done some good work here. 3, 4, 1, 2. That's a mighty skinny 2. Oh, so I'm sure you're in log scale right there. So let's take. Not much of an impact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of stuck with it, aren't you? Unless you went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. Oh, fuck! What is this? XLK. I'm coming in, but here it's not. So give me a sec here. We'll get that next time. Comet, so that I can get your work because it looks like you're skilled. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, just at first glance, Ken, I'm not digging deep, but okay, well, why not? Right, that's my first thought. Is okay, well, why not that? 4 hour. Let's go to daily. Right, where am I? Is there any reason why you wouldn't be thinking that? Well, that's got to be COVID. And there's COVID. Looks like most of the market. Looks like that's not even going to make a 50. Maybe right, front run. Looks like they got him here. There's Al. Boom. Remember, he's always in here. Always in here. Looks like he's too far there, but actually he might be right here. You might have got him twice here. Yeah, you did. Right, boom. Boom. Oh my God, look at this. No, I've never pulled this up before. That's to the tick. That's why it doesn't make the 50. And I'm going, surprising it didn't make the 50. That's why it doesn't make the 50. Right, algo took profit. Come on, guys. What's the first thing that happens? Golden zone. After multiple golden zones. Ken, I can't take the trades for you. I can sure show you that. Oh, what happened? Uh-oh. Something just happened. Uh-oh. Did I just lock up? I did just lock up. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Okay, so let's come back here. So here's my low. I made that point. Oh. That's done. Where's the high probability location for a wave 4 in this Elliott stuff that doesn't work anymore? Between the 23 and the 38. Looks like you got a WXY there. Any confusion about what happened there? You think maybe they took the liquidity there? All right. How do you know that? Well, look what comes off of it. Who somebody shorted it there. Who do you think that was? No one here, right? We don't do that. So let's say you wanted to buy it, right? And you're waiting for that. I know that Trade Devil guy always tells me to do this, right? Well, guess what? Market is under no obligation to cooperate, right? This just rips off and leaves you hanging. You had no entries there. Sorry about it. Nobody said this was going to be fair. Is that unfair? I don't know that that's unfair. But there's no pullback here, right? So what the sweep and go is what you got there. It's not a question of fair. It's like, oh, the trade didn't present itself, so I'll wait for the next one, right? You can't go fucking fucker, fuck. They didn't let me in, right? You just got to go, well, so plenty of stuff to trade. They didn't let me in that one, so I'll wait for the next one. All right, let me keep going there. Little Lebowski. Wait a second. Sorry, sorry, can't get my chart to save to that link. That's all right, man. I'll see. Well, let's see what we got. And then I'm going to do Intel because Yushubi has been so patient. Matic. Okay, I'll try and get those here. How are we doing on time? Oh, 1:30. All right, I'll get a few more here. I'll make sure the members get their stuff first. Okay, so Aritzia. What fuck? I don't know what that is. But I like the look of it. Your work here looks good. Little Lebowski. Oh, look at the market selling off, right? So the market going down ahead of the earnings tells me that they're expecting them to be bullish. Right? That's the way it works in the market, modern markets, right? If it's going down, then that's bullish. You can watch the market open every day and you almost see it. It's the manipulation is just perverse, right? Unless you don't know, if you don't know it, you're like, what the? Oh, look how good this work is, Little Lebowski. Very nicely done. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a little. Well, let's see. Now, why did you put it there? Let's think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, I hate to be critical, but I would have done that a little differently. Because this is such classic 4 action right here. We're not progressing the trend. I'm not saying this is incorrect. I'm just saying if it's me, I'm going to do it this way. And I'm going to use that as my 2. See how that works? Right, because I could look at that and go, oh, it looks like a golden zone. So 1, 2, I know it gets a little, where's your 3, 4, right? So we're 1, 2. And then this looks like the next 4, right? The consolidation, right? We don't progress the trend. We do a little liquidity sweep, right? There's the fuck you, right? That's the, come on, retail, be that dumb. Be dumb enough to sell that. That's how it works, guys. Sorry to tell you that. Perfect zigzag, 5, 3, 5 all day, right? There's no dispute. Not 200 Elliotticians are going to give you the same count there, right? So that when you can say that, which is not often. Okay, so look what we do: 786 damn near to the tick, right? So that's deep for a 2, right? But for a big zigzag like that, let's go out to an 8. Now the other thing here, this is well, that's COVID, right? So there's the COVID collapse. Like everything else in the market, right? From the COVID low, here's what you don't see off the COVID low. Show me an asset that did that. I've yet to see one. Everything went up. Okay, so is there any reason to not be thinking this? No reason. Let's go up a degree. There's no reason not to be thinking that, right? So often you kind of pick it apart and you go, why not that? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Nothing wrong with it. Okay, well, let's go down a little bit lower and say, okay, well, where's the next entrance to the party? It looks like I've got a completed impulse already. Oh, that's gotten a little hot. We're on an 8. Let's go to a 4 here. All right, let's dig in there. I'm going to do this just for my brain. I'm used to those colors. Okay, so there's my 5. 1, 2. Well, looks like that's maybe a 50 in the pocket. Well, it looks like you got a sequence here. It looks like you got 1, 2, 1, 2. See how that works? Right, so once you get one rolling, actually it's not bad, right? So you're coming just shy. That's like a 2-tick front run on it. So one golden zone. Oh, it's not going to be the 3. If it's going to be a 3, well, I'm going to need a 1, 2. What do? Golden zone, golden zone. How many charts have we not shown that? 0. 0 charts today that didn't have that. None. None. In fact, every chart has had multiple versions of it. Not my discovery. All I did was add the 65. Okay, well, let's label that up. Oh, fuck here. I don't know that it matters here. Let's go. Let's do this. All right, that may be an expanded BC. You might be doing it this way, A, B, C. But this all day, right out of the golden zone, and then that's pretty easy to label. 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So how do we spot the 4, right? Consolidation. Right? We don't progress the trend. Up we go. So 1, 2, let's change that color. God damn it. Oh, shit. It's my daughter. Okay, I'll wrap up here shortly. She's hard to get a hold of. Okay, so let's go. All right, 3, 4. She doesn't know Wednesday's a bad day. Let's see. I swear to God, I'm so glad you guys can't hear that dog. When I get out of here, somebody's going to get throttled. Okay, so we know this is a golden zone. We know this is a golden zone. So median line's getting hit all the way up. Right? It acts like a magnet, right? It comes to it, right? If we're going to go sideways here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the trade? Well, that's not much of a 3. Do we have a 3? That looks like 5, right? So it looks like it's kind of skinny, right? So are we in log? Yeah, we're in log. It's annoying. I like a regression channel, right? So I get 2 standard deviations on either side. I want to see that come out of there. Back to the median line, right? We push off, come back to the median line, push off, back to the median line, back to the outside parallel. Right? So you actually had a second one here. If I take that off, right? So that one, we know that's good. Here was this is a golden. Right? So you got a golden here. Right? So part of the reason I do this is just to remind you, right? When you see these, when you see a golden, take the golden. Right? It's a very, very low risk trade, right? So doesn't even pause, right? It just goes right through it to the other. Remember, this is the 161. So what do I can just look at that and tell you what's there, right? What's the high probability location of the wave 3? 1618. Right? Just over and over again. All I'm doing, it's not like I'm some genius. I just know this stuff, right? It was taught to me. Everything I teach, it was all taught to me. I'm not a genius who discovered this. I'm just someone who's been around this for so long that I know. It's like anything. You do enough of it, you learn it. You spend 8 hours a day playing the piano or the guitar. Eventually, you're going to know where a D chord is, and you're going to know a few scales, right? You just do this long enough, like okay, are we done here? Oh, get out of there. Out of there. 4, 5. It looks like that's done. So where am I in this thing? That's a 2. If this is a 2, is that going to be a 3? Probably not. Right? Probably not. Jeez, good channeling here. So if this is a 2 and we complete up here, that's not going to be my 3. That's going to be my 1 of my 3, right? So if we complete here, let's get that out of there. Kind of made that point. Well, I'm just trying to get the 1 of 3 done here. Whoa, this is a monster bull. Monster bull count. Holy shit. Who gave me this? Little Lebowski. Wow. 1, 2. We're trying to complete that. We get that. That's the 1 of 3. Where's the money ball? Right there. Right now, if we think about where that could be going, right? And again, why would you not use the highest probability location for a wave 3, considering the number of times I've shown it to you that it's where it ends up, right? Why would you not have that as your target? Why would you not have that? You wouldn't, right? If you're paying attention, obviously that's going to be your target. 1, 2. Do I know it's going to get there? Of course not. But if I'm targeting, right, and I'm saying, oh well, where might that go? Where's a good target? Because what are you actually hoping happens here? You gonna be there for that? I do. I'm gonna bookmark this thing myself. Okay, let me hang on. I gotta do this. Okay, so now Intel. Let me get to Intel. Thanks for that one, Little Lebowski. Little Lebowski, that's a great name. Okay, so what am I doing here? I'm doing Intel. INT, what is it? I think it's just INT. Oh, nope. Oh, fuck, I can't remember. What is Intel? INTC, there it is. Since Yoshobi was so, I got a few of you here. J-Roll. I've been listening to Jelly Roll. He's in one of my playlists. I like that guy. Jelly Roll. Got a good attitude. Okay. Oh, fuck. What are we doing here? Intel? We're going to have to go to a weekly. Yikes. Is that COVID? It must. No, it's not, actually. It's 22. Interesting. Well, we got to be in log for this. Come here. Oh my God, that fucking dog. Oh my God, I may call the cops on this guy. Okay, so let's just do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have a 1 there? Can I squeak by there? I don't know that I can. Oh God, things that do not happen by accident. All right. Oh, you probably put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or my 3. A, B, C. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm on a weekly here. I'm probably going to dig a 3 out of that. 5, 2. So 1, 2. Oy. Well, that's right into the .com burst, right? That's when I got out of the brokerage business, 2000. Right at that crescendo. And made a lot of money, spent a lot of years giving it back in the restaurant business before I came back to the markets. One of the dumber things I've ever done. Oh, I've been trading complex option strategies. How hard can the restaurant business be? If I had only known. All right, so I don't see why you would think otherwise here, right? Oh, it's going to fall through the floor. Well, now it gets a little trickier here. Okay, so if this is, let's have these labeled. All right, so didn't get there. Right, so if not this, then what? Do we want to try and connect the two? Well, you know, what do we say about a 4? Right, we don't progress the trend. Now that's consolidation. That's very Wyckoff right there, actually. Spring, off we go. Let's go back to a daily off of this as a candidate for the 4. God, that's the 08-09 crisis. Jesus, we're going back a ways. I may have to go 3-day here. Hang on. All right, so I know it's like the history lesson. Nobody gives a shit. I get it. All right, so how about that? Let's get you out of there. Those look pretty good. Oh, well, I mean, why would you think otherwise? Unless you're, you know, a bear on Intel. Intel is going to benefit from AI if they're not already. I'm not that versed in their technology and how they relate to AI, but I assume that they're going to participate in all of that. So you got this kind of a range right here. Right, consolidate, spring, suck in. Hello, breakout traders. Okay, all right, so there's probably more of them here. Overfalling. Let's sell it. Yeah, I mean, it's such that I would just keep it simple here because it's such a big, right, such a monster. Okay, you're kind of late to this, so let's go to the daily, see if there's anything to get into. Oh, I guess you're gonna have to put it here. So 1, 2, that's not great. That's a hurry up and wait for me because the Elliott count here. Oh, can I get that? Let's just do it this way. That's a choppy fucker right there. There's a good 3. Hang on. Looks like you can do this. Here, so let me get this out of here. And get this out of here. So you hold, right? So there's a possibility. You can see there's a 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. So I'd put it here, right? So it looks like you're going to need that. I think you guys know what I mean by that, right? I'm gonna, if this is 1, 2, well, that's not 3, but this is where you get fucked right there, to where you have to go. I've said this before, right? So sometimes the Elliott's just not there. It's maybe at a higher degree or smaller, but right now, as I sit there, it's not there. It's not tradable with your Elliott hat on. God damn it! Hang on. These fucking allergies drive me so crazy. It looks like you might. That's too far, but looks like you might. Where's out? Right. That's always the question. Iffy. Right. It's okay. So what's your best case here? 1, 2, and you're something like this is going down, and you'd have to go 1, 2 of the next degree, right? And that's skinny, I know, but this is where you're. So it becomes a guess. So I don't like to guess. It's me. Right? So what are we going to do there? Well, that's clearly the correction of whatever this clusterfuck is here. That's clear as a bell, and it looks like that's Al's in there. There's Al. Fuck, just right to it. But you get, this is. It's just not there, right? So often it can be elusive, like it won't be there and then it's there all of a sudden, right? So here, that's just a fuck. Maybe you can get it this way here. So you got 3, 3 there. So it looks like you go WXY. So that, let's see if we can piece it together. It looks like you can go WXY here. So 1, 2, looks like you might be able to get away with that. So 1, 2, that's going to have to go up a degree. If I gave this to one of my wizards, I know PK would probably have this down. That looks like a, fuck. That's a good 3. That's a push, right? You're kind of stuck with it. 3, 4, 5. Let's see if I can get that to fly. Green. 2. Let's take you down. One, 2. Well, I'd be eyeballing this, right? All these ones, right? Just out of habit, I do these so I can see like what's happening here. We got one more of them back here. All right, so if we start to retrace, right, these are areas I want to pay attention to. I'm gonna switch you to yellow, or here blue. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, how are we technical? Right, how do we look here? Pretty good. 3 there. All of this has to go up higher. This is going higher. This would be the 3. That's why you got to change colors or you'll lose it. And degrees. Okay, so all pretty good there. Now I got a few. I think this was my golden. That may be too sharp, right? So that 80 is burned. So let's look at this one. probably start there. That's going to be too far. Maybe a channel is going to be the better tool for that. Well, if I'm not in log, see if I come out of log scale. Shit, I'll do that. Right, here's 2 standard deviations on either side. Right, I get out a little bit here, but I come back to that median line. 3, 4. Right, so gun to my head, I'm a buyer here. Stop onto that pivot. Well, looking for that. I would not go any lower than that. Right, you really don't want that 4 going below that, right? This is going to get even. Then you'd be thinking 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh fuck, 5. All right, something has changed. You got kind of a bumpy start to it anyway. That's what I'd see there. Okay, there was one Matic for Jelly Roll. Okay, and then I'm done. Because this fucking dog that's barking, which I'm so glad you guys can't hear, but he's driving me fucking crazy. Okay, and he's driving my dogs crazy. Okay, so what are we doing here? All right, well, it's just eyeballing. Oh, fuck, come here. Can I get you done there? I have to do that. Boy, that sucks. I don't want to do that because it's too big. That 4 relative to that 2 is all wrong. So, okay, let's go down to a 4 and see how that looks. All right, hang on. God damn, I fucking kill my neighbor. Okay. Well, we sweep here, right? So we start, this is the lowest low here. This is the lowest low, so I can get the 1 here, so I can get the 2 here. So this is where it has to start because we sweep this, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I can get the 1 there. Whew, that's an oof. Shitty, but it's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, awful. But you might have to do it this way because this is way too big to be related to that 2. So what do we have? Well, okay. First, always. Where's Al? Where is he? Right. We got to know so we don't trade right into him. Looks like that's all wick. It is, right? I'll give ICT credit here for this. I don't know if people credit him with this. Wicks do the damage, bodies tell the story. So that's some damage. Which you do see, the wicks will go through at times at 65, and it'll still go on to its target. God, that's a fuck. Phew. I would hate to do that, but you're almost stuck with it, right? You see the 5 here, so it looks. Oh fuck! Do we have to do? Looks like you got to do it that way. A, B, C. Boy, that's a monster of a correction. You got a little bit of. You're a little sloppy there. Something like that. I would not. Oh, it wouldn't matter, right? So you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can do A, B, C here. So you can do a zigzag. So then you're probably doing a W, X, Y. 8. Well, let's label it. Looks like that could. Let's take a peek there. Is that Al? If not, if it got through, it's all wicks. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! It's amazing. Just amazing. It's still to this day, after as long as I've been doing this, it's still absolutely astonishing to me how consistent that is. Right? Why? It shouldn't be astonishing, right? It's just software, right? What's more precise than that? Nothing, right? Certainly not human beings. That's certainly not someone at Goldman Sachs going, okay, wait, now sell it. Promise you, it's not that. So you're kind of stuck with. Oh fuck. 1, 2, right? So let's put that in. It looks like you got to go 1, 2. Oof. Can't say I love that, but that looks like what you got. 1, 2, A, B, or W, X, Y. I probably get that done. Now coming out of that looks like, oh, hey. 1, 2. Looks like 3. Working on a 4, 5. All right, so long way to get there. Okay, all right, same thing every time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. Got a good 2. 1, 2. Do I have it? 3, 4, 5. Looks like I got it. All right, so it looks like I got a 3, 4, 5. So it looks like I got a good 3. All right. Well, wait a minute. Don't skip steps. Right. Let's check the 3. Well, let's dig in there a little bit. Actually, it looks like you are going to do it that way. Looks like you're going to do it that way. All right, so again, I cannot make this up. Okay, there we go. All right, so 1, 2, 3 into the pocket, WX, or pardon me, oh, fuck, wouldn't matter, ABC. Looks like ABC, actually. All right, good. Right, steps. Right, don't forget the steps. Oh, actually, we can go 1 through 3 here. Pretty good on the channel. We got anything below? Let's put our EWO on there just to take a peek, and then I'm out of here. Okay, God, I went long today. Shit, for all I know, I'm talking to 4 people. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd be looking for that 5. Hopefully, I haven't bored you all to death. God damn it. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get you out of here. Would I buy that? Absolutely not. I would wait for this. All right, I don't want to buy with just a. I want to see the reaction, right? So because the potential is kind of been a theme today, right? I want to be mindful that this could end up just being a sweep and go. If it is, right? That's what I want. I want them to sweep that and then go, and I want the retrace, right? For the 5. What is it we want here? All right, if we're looking for the 2, that's what we want. All right, so I'll wait for that. All right, I'm not going to try and pick the turn. Show me. I'll take the retrace. Stop under the pivot. Okay, guys, I got to stop. I'm going to go kill my neighbor or kill his dog or put some rat poison out. No, I would never do that. But God damn, if you guys could hear it. It's been going the entire fucking time I've been going here. Thankfully, I don't think you guys can hear it. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it there. Thank you to all the members that posted. Great content today. To the guys that are watching, I always appreciate you guys. Hopefully this is helpful. Right? That's the point of it. Right? It's not to stroke my ego. It's one, half the time I get great ideas here. 2, hopefully you get some insight into things that could be useful to you, right? That's what I hope, right? But never, right? Always use a stop. Be mindful of the risk, right? That's the name of the game, right? Stay in the game. Okay, guys, have a great